Welcome back to Freedom Finance with Landy, guys. Late night, Sunday night, but I'm still coming with you with a nice quick video over October 2024 dividend income summary, guys. Showing you the full transparency right here to the dividend stock portfolio. And the question is, did I cross $2,000, guys? So grab your favorite beverage, your beer, your liquor, your wine, your coffee, your espresso. As I've been saying, Sunday night, Monday morning, maybe you're watching this on Tuesday. It doesn't matter because you're here checking in with me to see the proof in the pudding with dividend stock investing and the passive income that this portfolio actually provides me, guys. And yeah, I'm rocking a hat. Even Italians have bad hair days. And let's dive in to Lanny's October 2024 dividend income summary. Let's get it. All right, guys, again, to recap, been investing for, just about 15 and a half years here. So it's been a wild ride. It's been a wild market lately. As a box just dropped here, it's been a wild market, wild ride, especially this year. The market's up 26% in the S&P 500. Things have been a little volatile, I guess, post-election here. Obviously, the price of Bitcoin has been skyrocketing up over 90. I think it hit $93,000 at one point. So kudos to everybody that's been buying, hodling, holding, you name it, you call it. Congrats to you guys. But today's video is all about passive income. Today's video is all about dividend income. The proof in the pudding for all dividend investors out there, guys. So I'm going to break through 4 tranches, touch on a few dividend stocks as I've had done in the past, and then we'll see the final tally if I crossed $2,000, guys. So let's get right in. This first group of stocks, got a couple 3-digit bangers here, and man, can't wait to dump Paramount, ticker symbol PARA, with that less than $10 dividend. Used to be a lot bigger before the cut. But yeah, BHP Billiton, keeps producing oil, keeps producing a strong dividend payment, guys. And then we look at Philip Morris, PM. They've been on a tear this year. One of the stocks I wish I would have bought more when they were at around $90 a share. Just look where they're at right now. Man, love that. That's all being reinvested at around 5% yield. They even had a better dividend growth rate than expected this year. And again, another big oil company came in through for me, Total, TTE, at over $124. And that's also being reinvested at a pretty high yield, guys. Again, I keep my drip on, so every dividend dollar that comes in gets reinvested right back, buying more shares, which adds more income going forward, guys. Now let's get into the second group of stocks here. B&L, Broadstone Net Lease, a stock that is rarely talked about simply because it's a very small real estate investment trust or a REIT. It's a high dividend yielding REIT as well. They increase their dividend once, sometimes twice in a given year, just depends. But I own a lot of them from my store capital acquisition. So I had to do something with the capital, so I kept it in the REIT space, guys. So that's Broadstone Net Lease, $116 being reinvested, adding way more income, guys. Cisco, CSCO, almost $70 a share. This is kind of like one of those legacy iconic holdings. Not sexy, not that cool, but hey, it produces a dividend and they grow their dividend pretty much every single year. And then, a position I wish I grew more, which was Main Street Capital, ticker symbol MAIN. You guys know, if you know, the monthly dividend income payer here, plus they do a special dividend every quarter almost. So very excited to see what they're about to announce, here for 2025, really. And then one of the big 6, so Canadian banks, guys, for all you investors out there, Canadian banks provide high dividends, growing dividends as well. There's the big 6, and I personally own Canadian Imperial, ticker symbol is CM, own a ton. And as you can see here, a $210 dividend. Again, also being reinvested at a pretty substantial yield. So love the income that the big 6 Canadian bank is packing for me here, guys. But we're not done yet. Now let's get into my wife's tranche here. let's see what dividend stocks paid her in her taxable account, which, by the way, all of these stocks so far are in the taxable account, guys, because, we've really been focusing in on that because accessing the taxable account first is more than likely going to be the route and the case when we reach financial freedom. That is the main path to the promised land, guys. So in her taxable account, she tips her cat to Warren. She also owns Coca-Cola KO with $9. Nothing too significant there, guys. But she does own a chemical company called Eastman Chemical, EMN, a nice $65 dividend there. Typically increase their dividend as well. It's very solid. She has a few aristocrats sprinkled in there. She's got Medtronic MDT at $44. She also, we made a pretty good move buying Oracle many years ago, ORCL. That stock price has been on a tear, and the dividend at $16 doesn't look like a lot, but it grows at a very fast pace. Lastly, I'll touch on Gap. Yes, it is the clothing company, The Gap. $6.10. I have a price target for where we'll probably exit and sell out of The Gap. We used to shop a lot at Banana Republic, which is part of The Gap. And, lately we're trying to get out of positions that, are a little too, not to say volatile, but a little unknown, with how retail will be going forward. So, but that's her taxable stocks. You can definitely take a look at all of that. Now let's get into the retirement dividends, guys. Maybe I'll touch on a couple pieces here. Obviously, Big O, the monthly real estate investment trust, the monthly dividend stock paid almost $50. We'll get there here in 2025, but that comes in every single month. My 401k mutual fund payout actually was not in September. It was actually in October this go around, and that was a $775 dividend, guys. Obviously, that only happens every quarter. Huge. That's what happens when you invest in the same mutual fund for not just days or weeks or months, this is years. This is, call it 5-6 years in the making, guys. So definitely is growing here. And then my wife. So I own Canadian Imperial. My wife, as you'll see, owns good old Bank of Nova Scotia. She owns Bank of Nova Scotia in her retirement account, $82 in dividends, guys. So, okay, let's do the gosh darn tally. What the heck are we actually looking like here, guys? Yes, we crossed $2,000. Not only did we cross that, we actually crossed $2,300. $2,327.07 sprinkled over all these phenomenal companies that pay us some every single month, most every single quarter, guys. And most stocks on this list grow their dividend every single year, though we do have a few stocks that cut on these lists this time around with Paramount and Leggett and Plott, guys. But how did your dividend incomes total fare? How did your passive income totals do in the month of October? Let me know below. Let me know what you think about the journey here to financial freedom, the dividend stocks that you see here on the income list, and how my totals look, guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.